in the heart of the River Kingdoms lies an old Pathfinder lodge, once thought lost. A lodge shrouded in secrecy and mystery, driving many to believe that its goals are not that of exploration, but of more nefarious purposes. Recently, an unknown venture captain has reopened the lodge and recruited a new group of Pathfinder agents to do its bidding. Whether their goals are to benefit the society or something much more sinister is yet to be seen. Welcome to Tales from the Black Lodge.
Hey everyone, welcome to Tales from the Black Lodge. I'm your GM and host, Steven Glicker, and in this week's episode, they're gonna have a fight, alright. A fight with something really, really big. So one thing I wanted to mention that I actually make a mistake, I forgot if it was this week or last week, where I said if stairs are difficult terrain, and I said no. And that's actually not true. Believe it or not, according to the rules, stairs are always difficult terrain in Pathfinder 2nd Edition. There is really so many rules with Pathfinder 2nd Edition that are different than Pathfinder 1st Edition. I am basically training my brain to ignore Pathfinder 1st Edition. This keeps happening over and over again. I can't even count the number of times where we just assume the rules are the same, and they just aren't. They're just not even close. Especially when it comes to things like afflictions and diseases. Those are completely different. So when playing Pathfinder 2nd Edition, I would strongly recommend in your home game, just don't use Pathfinder 1st. Seriously. Don't assume anything from Pathfinder 1st is correct, because more times than not, you will be wrong as we are learning. And as for what you're about to listen to, it's a very fascinating fight. I'm not giving anything away, there's a fight that I've run this for a couple of people so far. And every time I've run it, this fight is just an absolute slaughter fest. I don't mean the monsters are slaughtered, I mean the PCs are just absolutely destroyed. Because these monsters have hundreds of hit points. And don't forget, this is level 1. When was the last time you played a level 1 adventure where the monsters you're fighting had multiple hundreds of hit points? Well, you're going to hear an adventure where they do. And that is how come, again, don't think of Pathfinder 1st Edition, is that you're like, oh, there's some zombies and it's Pathfinder 1st Edition, I'll just hit them a few times and then they'll die. No, this is Pathfinder 2nd Edition, where zombies can have 100 hit points at level 1, and they will hit you once and you will die. And you will hit them 15 times and they will still very much be alive. So listen very carefully how they handle this fight, because there's one thing I'll say is that these guys are smart. They do know the meta, for better or for worse, and they do have a lot of good ideas, and they do fight smartly. So they do a fascinating job with this fight. After seeing this in multiple games, I am kind of surprised just what they do and how they get out of this one. So make sure you check that out. And also, don't forget, do check out our Roll for Combat RPG Superstar contest. If you have not checked it out, you can make monsters for free. Everything's free. You just go and make monsters. You can publish them. You can show off to all your friends what monsters you like. And then, of course, you can enter your own monsters in the contest. You have a couple more weeks. No problem. You have tons of time. Make your monster, submit it. Worst thing that happens is you don't win. That's it. Or the best thing that happens is you do win, and we have a lot of people who can win. Maybe you have a great idea for a monster, maybe you don't. Who knows? Just give it a try. And also, don't forget our Patreon. Because we do these Black Lodges so quickly that you can join and listen to us actually play them live for $10 a month, and you can listen to the beginning, middle, and end, because we just whip through these things. In fact, we've recorded a couple more tales. That's right, we have several more in the can, and we're starting another one right now. These are just flying. We are going really quick with these tales because you can get them done in, 2 or 3 sessions. And we have been playing 2 or 3 sessions a week because everyone's home. So we are just cranking through these tales from the Black Lodge. Anyhow, with that, let's get to this week's show. You walk up the stairs. You see an elegantly carved figure that towers over the room, combining the body of an eel with the visage of a horrifying deep-sea fish and 4 grasping tentacles. This looks like the figure of Dagon, only it is massive in size. In addition, Mr. Peepers and Thorgrim notice figures, which at first you thought were statues, but are not statues.
Oh no! Oh no!
Ah, those are big. Those are too big. That's too big.
You walk up the stairs, and they look at you and groan.
Roll for combat!
Millicent goes first. What is your light
Save
source?
me, Millicent
can kind of see them. She can definitely see there's like a smaller zombie to the northwest that she can kind of see. There are 2 enormous, gigantic undead that are 12 feet tall and like 10 feet by 10 foot massive, just gargantuan beasts. What do you do?
Wow. That's
Wow. Are these stairs difficult terrain?
Vanessa Hoskins is playing Mama Millicent, a human fighter.
Are stairs normally difficult terrain?
Usually only if listed.
Nope, they're not difficult terrain. They're fine.
I bet the big ones have reach. So Millicent is just going to move to the top of the stairs, standing about 10 feet, 10, 15 feet from that big scary altar and 15 feet away from each of those giant zombies. And she is going to raise her shield. And I don't really have a good thing to do with with my third action. I'm going to seek. I'm going to see if I see any evidence that those other 4 jerks were anywhere in this area. So you can roll. There you go.
You look around. There's no sign that anyone has been here. Like, while you've been looking around, no dust has been moved. I mean, you can't really tell because this area gets swept by water all the time, but this area looks dry and clean as a bone. If they're here, they're not in this area.
Okay. All right, that's my 3 actions.
Wow. Okay.
Well, I'm acting as a target.
Massive brute lumbers over, slowly moves up with its massive reach. It then tries to thump Millicent in the face. Tries to punch you in the face. You have your shield up.
Shield up, AC 20.
Still hits you.
Ooh.
It does. Let's see. It hits you with a 25. It punches you in the face for 13 points of damage.
Oh, geez. I'm going to use my shield block reaction. So,
Okay.
so my shield is now broken,
Okay,
but it will take away...
your shield to pieces as you block, and it just explodes.
Yeah, I mean, it's damaged. It's still there, but it's not destroyed.
Okay.
But
fine.
yeah, it's pretty...
It's useless. And
It's got 20 hit points and 10 hardness.
Oh, really? Oh, I thought you had
Yeah.
a crappy shield. Oh, okay.
No, I have a good steel shield. So
okay.
that's why it'll absorb 10 of that damage. We'll each take 3. And yeah, the shield and I. So actually it doesn't damage it because it's not the break threshold. So
Okay, so the good news is you only take 3 points of damage.
yeah. So does my
However,
shield.
the force of the blow pushed you back.
That's actually good.
Oh, so.
I like do we need to retreat, actually.
Chris Beamer is playing Thorgan the Lion, a dwarf redeemer champion.
What is that small thing to the left? What is that?
That's a zombie that appears to be covered in pustules.
And that's in this fight too, yes? Does it look intelligent?
Oh god, yeah. They go way at the end. Mr. Peepers is up, then Nix Nox, then Nella, then Thorgrim, then the
there's
big
another
zombie,
one
and
coming
then the little
for
zombie.
Nix Nox. Wow.
Okay, so can I do a knowledge check for, like, do they look like zombies?
John Statz is playing Mr. Peepers, A halfling thief rogue.
I screwed something up.
Wait, what?
Sorry, I was looking at the wrong number. It is only hardness 5, so I will take 8 points of damage, and the shield will take 8 points of damage, but it's not quite broken yet.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't think any shields at these levels absorbed 10. So, okay. Yeah,
I was just reading the chart wrong.
Yeah, that's fine. So you take 8 points of damage. Yeah, you could spend an action, Mr. Peepers. What skills do you have? You can use anything, really.
I have religion. I think that's
what's your
probably
religion?
the best one. 5
What's
plus
your
5.
All right, I do it. What are you trying to know?
What are these creatures? Like, what are they?
Which one? You can only do it for one. You could either do it for the big one.
The
you could
big
do
one. The big one.
Big one. You believe these are zombie brutes? They're very, very, very strong. They are very slow, though. And you believe they're weak to either slashing or piercing damage. You can't remember which, though. Oh, and positive, of course, too.
That makes a big difference.
Question: is the small zombie flat-footed to me?
That does not exist anymore in this edition. Everyone starts off normal. There's conditions that can make you flat-footed, but the answer... Oh, to you, yes, because you're a rogue.
Yeah, to me.
Yeah, to you.
Yeah,
to you.
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
rogues get that cool thing.
Yeah, you
Right.
get it. You're the
Okay.
only one. Yes.
Okay. So my knowledge check told me that these guys are pretty big, and that's about it, right?
Did you hear anything I just said?
Well,
Someone want to
I mean,
repeat what I just said to him?
5-foot step, and I'm going to use my...
Did you have your weapons out?
Of course. I mean,
Yes, he has to. Yeah.
Okay, you spend one
I only
action
have
to figure
a
out
short sword.
that these are big, strong brutes that will take a huge amount of damage. They're slow, and they're susceptible to some type of damage. You can't remember what.
That's good though. It's good to know.
Yeah,
because
but
I have piercing
I mean,
and slashing.
susceptible to some type of damage is not a
Well, he
lot
said
of...
piercing or slashing. You're not sure.
Well, you didn't roll that well. You didn't roll that well. You
okay.
got to,
I didn't hear...
maybe someone
Okay, I
else.
actually didn't hear piercing or slashing, so I'm going to use my short sword and hit the smaller zombie.
Okay.
5-foot step and short sword attack.
So you get one attack. You managed to crit it. Rolled an 18 for 25. So you did slashing damage. It was 12 points of damage. I have good news for you, though. It seemed to not like that damage, and it rips and falls apart. So you actually did an additional 10 points of damage because the zombie didn't seem to like slashing. And now do your sneak damage, which is not doubled for a crit, I found out, by the way.
Right, it's a d6, right?
Yeah, it's just a d6, I believe. 5 extra points of damage.
Nice!
So Mr. Peepers just did, 27 points of damage on the baby zombie, and it looks like it's in really bad shape. Good job.
Oh my god, it's still alive? Are you serious?
Knox can't see
Oh my
any of it. He can
God.
barely see any of this.
Nick's
because
Knox, you
you
have
are-
to save me.
Well, Nick Knox is incredibly far away, and he's 30 feet down. So there's no way he can really see this stuff. He's got to get closer.
All right, so I move to.
Seth Lipton is playing Nixnox, a Goblin Fire Elementalist Sorcerer.
So that's going to be.
That's 45.
25, 45. Like that'll be all my actions for the round.
That's 45. I don't know. What's your movement?
Yeah. Well, because my movement is 25 if I'm not sneaking around, which I'm not. But do I lose anything going up? Do I not?
No, the stairs aren't flat. No, the stairs aren't difficult terrain. You can just go up.
Oh. Isn't that something? All right. That is good to know. Actually, no, I'll still go here. All right, so it'll take me 2 moves to get to the base of the stairs. That's good. And I'll have an action left. I wasn't anticipating having an action left. Ooh, what can I do with that action? Let's do something with that action.
We're all waiting in anticipation.
Let me see. It's a little bit hard because all my spells are 2 actions, and so I'm like, what can I do with 1 action?
Sometimes your focus spell is 1 action.
Ooh. All right, I think I can do that. I think I can do my elemental blasty thing if I can. Oh yeah, cool. All right, so I'll use my 1 focus action for the day, and I'll blast my elemental toss, which is a terrible name for an ability. Flick of my wrist, Chunk of my elemental matter at your foe. Make a spell attack, dealing 1d8 fire damage in this case because my thing is fire. On a success and double damage on a critical success.
Right. Which one are you attacking?
That's a good question. Let's see. Probably one of the big ones.
Diseased one. Wait, what?
Wounded one.
He doesn't know. He was so far away. He doesn't know which one.
And it kind of doesn't matter because, I'll tell you people as a free action. Draw them to me, and I will engulf them in the brightness of the sun.
What do you mean by you people?
Yes, he's right though. Listen to him.
Yeah, draw them in, and I'm gonna become
From the
bomb.
shallows, you drop.
I'm gonna become the bomb, the Hiroshima bomb next round, and so I want to weaken them and not kill them. So I'm gonna hit this big one in the back. So
Follow up my Jaws reference with another Jaws reference.
You roll a 9 for a 16. You hit, and you do 9 points of fire damage to the big, bad, ugly boss. Good job.
Nice. That's like a third of what Mr. Peepers did, but still good. Still good. You shouldn't feel bad about that.
Nella is up.
Yep. First action, I'm just going to move.
Jason McDonald is playing Nella Amberleaf, a human wild druid.
And then actions 2 and 3, I'm going to cast Shillelagh on my staff,
Nice.
which makes it a +1 striking weapon for a minute. And because these guys are undead, I'm going to get a 3rd damage die if I hit them.
That's amazing.
Shalaglaha.
Yeah, exactly.
That's so delicious. I had Chihuahua last week. It was delicious.
I cast Chipotle. And that's my turn.
Okay. Thorgrim.
All right, not on me yet. Okay, I say, Mr. Peepers, and Mixnox is right. We should fall back.
Yeah, well, now.
All right, so for one action, I'm casting Lay on Hands on Millicent. By the power of Iomidi.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, pronounced correctly.
Can I make a will save to resist?
That is correct pronunciation.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. You want me to take that away? You want to
No.
Wait.
Millicent
resist what
isn't
I said.
trained.
I will.
Millicent isn't trained in religion. She knows she doesn't know what's going on, but Vanessa knows what's going on.
All right, as a second action, I'm going to take my trident. I'm going to throw it.
Appreciate the affection, but I ain't interested
Close
in
the
menfolk.
deal.
I'm going to throw it. I'm going to throw it at that zombie.
He's pulling a Brick Tamlin.
Is your trident name
Guess what, baby?
Dave? Nice.
You crit
Wow.
with a natural
Oh,
20 and do
nice.
16 points of damage.
Nice.
What type of damage is that? Piercing, correct?
It is piercing, yeah.
Okay. It sticks in the zombie. It's still standing.
Oh.
Wait a minute. That's 43 points of damage on that zombie.
Well, it's got to be resistant to the piercing, dude.
It might be.
Nope. You guys
We would
haven't
see
played
that. We would
Pathfinder
see
2, have you?
resistance.
There's no resistance.
You have to
There's
shoot
no
him in the head,
resistance.
dude.
There's
If
no
you're gonna shoot
resistance.
him, you have to shoot him in the head.
I have another action, and
Level 1, 27 damage.
You guys are in trouble. Yep, keep going.
I'm going to fall back to a.
Oh my god. Are you serious?
Dude,
You're
you
using
still
an
stay-
action to fall back.
No, you still
falling
stay
back.
in front of
Full
me.
health.
You stay in
You're
front of me.
full health.
You don't get behind me. You stay in front of me.
Full health, you're falling back.
I want to be out of range of their freaking reach.
Hey, Chris, I heard there was some treasure up there behind them.
Oh my gosh. You're the only one with armor. Get up there. Get up there.
Excuse me.
No, that's not at all true.
Don't sell Millicent short. She's got armor.
Well,
I feel
we
like
need-
he takes his
we
5
need
step
bodies. We need bodies up there. He's using an action to move like 5 feet away. Oh my god.
He's like running all. Where are you going,
Oh
Chris?
my
Yeah,
god.
Where do
This
you
is-
go? Where do you want to go? Where do you want to go?
What a sad
He's like-
state it is
He's
in
freaking out so
roleplay.
much that the little minions just moving all over the screen.
I heard the goblin say retreat. I heard you say retreat. I heard a lot of people say fall back, and I'm falling back. I threw my thing. I healed, and I'm falling to this position. I want a bottleneck. I'm like, yes, we must create a bottleneck.
For a second, I thought you said butthole neck, and I'm like,
No,
these
no.
things are gross. But come on.
No,
actually-
bottle neck.
I only
that's-
did 2 actions.
No, you didn't. You did 3 actions.
I did. Oh, you're right. I did this.
I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I don't want them to just like move a 5 feet and then do full attack action on me. But I
There
have no
is no
weapon in
full
hand, and I have no. My trident is gone. I'm with that.
Well, it's good Mr. Peepers doesn't have his artwork paid for yet.
Do you still get a free 5-foot jiggle around? Do you still get that, or
Nope.
is that an action?
No, it's
Nope.
an action.
Nothing's free.
So,
Not
so if you have to
everything's
move
an
them,
action.
so that's good. So if you
Everything's an
have to
action.
move them at all, it costs them an action.
Yeah.
Everything's in action. Okay,
Yeah,
the
it's
big
good.
brute
It's
up in
good.
the north. He slowly shambles forward and reaches and punches and Millicent again. Not again.
AC 20.
For the first time.
Oh my gosh.
Hits you, rolls a 13 for 24, hits you for 8 points of damage, and pushes you another 5 feet down the stairs.
In a way that's really good, though.
Now the zombie, who's next to Mr. Peepers, goes.
Is a trident sticking
There's
out
a
of him.
trident sticking out. Parts of her are just flowing out of her belly as her insides are now outside, and she decides to reach and rip out Mr. Peepers' jugular.
I can still get a 1 on this attack. I still I can survive this.
True.
I can survive the zombies and my comrades' cowardly actions. Oh,
Rolls a
It's a-
10 for a 19, punches you in the face for 8 points of damage.
Tactical
Right.
retreat.
right.
Give me a fortitude save, Mr. Peepers. Rolls a 13.
Nice. I got
I
a
would've-
13. Woo! Woo!
I would-
Pressure's off. Pressure's off.
I wouldn't
Next,
worry about
next
that
round.
one.
Next
I
round.
would
Millicent's
not worry about that at all. That 13, more than fine. More than you should
turn.
be
Boy,
totally,
feels great.
totally fine.
Feels great to roll that.
Let me just
I tell you.
let me just write. I'm just gonna make a note here. Don't worry about the note. Don't worry about the strange rot that's appearing
Oh
in the
no.
wound that you just got hit by. And
Oh,
now for the
no.
next action, the zombie
next.
grabs Mr. Peepers
Oh, come
and is
on.
holding you steady. It only gets 2 actions. Millicent is up.
Oh boy.
Ugh.
All right,
I don't
Millicent.
see Mr. Peepers on the map, by the way.
Yeah, we have
Yeah.
hero points. Remember, we have hero points.
True that.
Can I use a hero point at any point? Can I use that for that saving throw? Can I re-roll that?
Too late now. Too late now.
Hands
What
off
do
the
you mean?
chest piece.
What do you mean
It's
too
too
late?
late.
Right
Hand
now?
is off the
Too
chest
late.
piece.
Too late.
What? You use a hero point to re-roll. That I mean,
You
there's-
should have thought
there's-
about it earlier.
What do you mean? Once you roll,
Yeah.
I mean, it's over.
Fine. You want to re-roll? I'll let you
Yeah.
re-roll. Okay,
I'm using
re-roll.
my hero point.
All right. Bye-bye hero point. Re-roll. No.
Oh,
natural
there's a 20! Net 20!
Wow. Wow. That's how you do.
Okay,
Yeah,
he feels.
yeah.
He feels. You feel better. You feel. I feel happy. I feel happy.
Okay. I mean, this is our first time we've used hero points very much. I mean, I'm surrounded by people who haven't used hero points really.
You're still
All
grabbed.
right. Millicent wants to use a couple actions to pull out and drink a minor healing potion for a D8 of healing.
Okay. Ooh, 7. Good job.
Yeah, hey, that one's worth it then. She's feeling a little better, but she is going to raise her shield again since she's not close enough to anything to attack it with her final action. And I'm done.
Okay, the zombie brute next to Mr. Peepers is, well, it's been nice knowing you, Mr. Peepers.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. Just look at my comrades. You'll know where I stand.
Oh no.
Quick death.
Mr. Peepers gets punched in the face for
Good news is I'm pushed back 5 feet.
for 15 points of damage.
Wow.
You drop and are dying 1, so that will be fun. You actually get moved in front of him, which we'll do in a second. Actually, let me do that.
Is there a way Thorgrim loses
And-
a hero point for running away?
No.
Okay.
And then after he punches you and
Good day.
pretty much kills you, he lumbers forward again. Nick Knox sees two enormous brutes that are taking up the entire room in front of him. It's this enormous staircase, and they're blocking the whole thing because they're 20 feet wide.
Fireball.
All right, so do you see my picture? How Nick Knox is contemplating an emanation of fiery energy that is that he's Egg Chen like generating between his two hands. That
Yes.
happens. That literally happens, and that ball of energy grows and grows and grows until it covers all of you and bathes you in light, and then bathes the undead in light. And now we are going to find out what a 3-action heal does.
Nice. Oh, that's so nice. I love that. I love it.
Nice.
You disperse positive energy in a 30-foot emanation. This targets all living and undead creatures.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's a like a 1-action, 2-action, 3-action thing. Now I'm assuming, does that stack? That stacks, right? Because
No, it just
no.
is one of those three
No.
things.
No,
no,
it's
oh,
just
it's one of those three things.
Yep.
So it's
that's
not.
Yeah.
All right.
No.
So it is not. It is not. Spell is a range of 30 feet. If you're healing a living creature, increase that restored by 8.
Right.
And
it's
then
not
with
that.
the third action, positive entry, 30-foot emanation, all target undead in the burst. It is only a D8 for everyone.
Correct.
That is
Okay.
correct.
All right. So willing creatures, if you want it, you get a D8 back.
Well, you
And
roll one
undead
d8,
creatures-
and everyone gets the same amount, and then the undead creatures get a fortitude save to resist the damage.
Ah, that's actually not that great. All right.
Well, we're going to find out. So
Level
roll that
one.
1d8. That will heal Mr. Peepers and bring him back from the living.
Yes, that's really important. Actually, that's really important.
Ooh, 5. Not bad.
Oh wow, that doesn't help Mr. Peepers.
Okay, Mr. Peepers now has 5 hit points. Mr.
Oh, really?
Peepers... Yeah.
Yeah,
he-
you-
He's showing up as dead,
You go to
Yeah.
0.
but he's like unarmed and prone. I guess. right?
Yep. You are unarmed and prone. You have 5 hit points, and you now have wounded 1. So let me just make a note of that. Wounded 1. Oh, you would have died because you used up your hero point too. So the next
Yeah,
time
what
you
are
drop, you basically go to dying 2. It basically keeps accelerating. So if you keep dropping, you're going to die. It doesn't matter. Like
What are
there's
some of
only
the
so
things
many
you can
times
do with? What are some of the things you can do with a hero point?
You can do exactly 2 things. You can re-roll something or prevent you from dying. That's it.
Oh,
That's what
okay.
you can do. Now, let me do a fortitude save for each of these. Now, I believe your DC is a 17, probably. That's what almost everyone is at level 1. Oh, wow.
Oh, he rolled a
So-
1. Nice.
so
That's a
Nice.
critical failure.
Yeah,
Sure
so,
is.
So, I don't think... Do they take double damage? They probably do. So,
Double
that one
damage.
will take... Are you ready?
And this is positive energy, right? So whatever that means to the undead.
And he took
Nice.
30 points of damage
Oh
and
my
died.
god.
Woo.
That's even better than Mr. Peepers' attack.
And the one to the
Wow.
north takes
That
15
did
points of
awesome.
damage. But that one in the middle
Thanks,
rolled
Knox.
a 23. So if they roll 23, do they take no damage or half damage? And that's
Half
it.
damage.
Half damage. So you would still take 12 points because they do not like positive energy, so they still take 12 points of damage. So good job, Nick Knox. Nella. is
Wow.
up. So one is down.
I could follow it up by doing the same thing. Actually,
That would be awesome.
That would be awesome.
That would be really good.
Oh, please do. Oh, please do.
actually, I'm going to go
Oh,
ahead.
please
Since it's a 30-foot range, I'm going to do the exact same thing. 3-action heal.
All right, 3-action heal. Go gadget heal.
And we're both on the same wavelength because it's the primal it's the primal angle.
3. Yeah, good enough. Mr. Peepers is almost back to full.
Not even close. Not even close.
Ooh, okay, so that zombie brute, that one keeps making its save, but guess what? One to the north takes 13 points of damage. The one to the south takes 11 points of damage because even if you fail,
Nice.
it's that positive energy weakness, and they're still looking pretty mighty healthy, even though you've done about 45 points of damage to the one on the north.
But we have one more round of those bombs.
Oh, it's me. All right.
Thorgrim the Lion, you're up.
Oh, all right. Man, I really, really want to go into melee, but I'm going to resist my urge to go into melee. But I really want to go into melee, but I'm resisting my urge.
Well, if you think one's going to come near you, you can always ready an attack to attack it.
I don't like their reach. I don't like anything about these guys. I don't want to go.
Oh, yeah, they're
Like
bad.
where I have to go is going to be in so much peril. So I'm going to pull out a javelin as one action. I'm going to throw it.
You pull out the javelin, you throw it, and you get a 13, and you hit for 8 points of piercing damage. Now there's a javelin sticking out of him.
Yes. And man, I'm worried about Nix Nox. I am worried about him. So I'm going to fall back. And I'm done.
I like how your expression of worry about me is to hide behind me.
Yeah, I know. No kidding.
I'm so
What?
worried about Nick Stocks that I'm going to retreat behind him.
Wow.
Using an action to run away and take. Oh, God.
I am strong
No,
and
no.
heavily armored. I will hide behind the spellcasters.
I have all you
Yeah,
covered.
that's the way. Yeah,
Oh,
Millicent.
Oh, you go.
my God. What bullshit is that? I'm worried about the
Yeah,
magic
dude.
user, so I'm going to hide behind him.
No,
He's playing 4D.
I'm on his flank. I can't let this guy to the north come and hit me with full rounds. He's already going to hit me with full rounds, probably.
Oh, he can still reach
Yeah,
Thorgrim.
that's all I worry
The
about.
guy to the
Please.
north walks up, and he's now in front of every single person. Let's
Yeah.
roll a 1d4. Hell, let's roll a 1d5, because he can hit anybody.
Thorgrim! Take it, baby! Take it!
That's
That's all right. I can take it.
That is only right.
That's how I
Oh,
do it.
it's
That's how-
so
hey, you know what?
Oh my god,
Oh.
he hit you
I
for
mean,
six
maybe he would
The
miss.
dice
most of
gods are
I mean, I
fair
have
and
the
just.
maximum amount of armor I can
Points
spend my money
of
on.
damage.
Oh my gosh.
Points of damage. Thorgrim gets hit in the face with a 24 and gets
I love the knockback, though.
almost max damage because it's a 1d12 plus 5. So that is a massive amount of damage. He does
Oh my gosh.
16. You take it, though. Did you have your shield up, though? You did not. No, you did not.
No, I didn't.
Because you pulled it out and you threw it.
No, he thought it was more effective to spend the third action running away than and hiding behind
It was a
spellcasters
tactical-
than raising
yeah.
the shield.
Totally.
Yeah, but he's tough. He's still standing. Millicent is up and has 2 enormous zombies in front of her.
Yep, she's up. She's feeling good, and she's feeling a little cornered. It's time to carve these things apart. She's going to start hacking away at the one that's been taking all the positive energy with her longsword.
That's the favorite weapon by Aomidi.
You mean Iomade?
Oh, she crits.
Whoa!
Crits.
shit.
Although you only did 6 points, 12 points of damage, but
Wow, it must have rolled low.
because it's slashing, you do an extra 10 points of damage, so you do 22 points of damage to the zombie brute, and it is still
Nice.
standing.
It is. Well, I'm going to strike again. This time I'm going to use my exacting strike. So if I miss, it doesn't affect my multi-attack penalty.
Wow, that is hardcore rules. that I need
But
to
you
know.
still have for this attack the attack penalty.
I need to know
Right,
these.
yeah.
Yeah, you rolled a 5 for a 9 and you missed.
Yeah, that's not so good. All right, third swing, also only at a -5. Come on, baby. Ooh, yes.
Oh my goodness.
Nice.
Oh my god.
Nice.
Millicent is
Uh,
awesome.
She rolls a
Good work.
16
Awesome.
and
She's
kills
awesome.
it with 12 points
Oh
of
my
damage,
God.
and this massive zombie brute falls to the ground dead. Mr.
Oh
Peepers is
my
on the ground
Goodness.
just watching this. He's just impressed. He's like, wow, this is really cool. I'm having a good time here. A nice little show. People dying. All my equipment's on the floor, but yeah, no, other than that.
All right, everyone, there's only one left.
All right, so my options are I'm prone right now, correct?
Yes.
I can only roll or stand up. Is that correct?
You can do whatever you want, but yeah, you can stand up. It's one action.
Well, I'm
Everything's
gonna-
one action.
Well, if I can do anything I want, I'm going to teleport 15 feet away.
You can teleport? What
Yeah.
the fuck?
Oh yeah, I got
What?
teleport.
Well, no.
Wait, how do you-
No,
What?
I'm
No,
kidding.
no,
Of course.
no, no.
It's making a joke about doing anything you want.
I mean, goddamn, I
Jeez,
wish.
level
I mean,
one.
I
Come on,
always
guys,
want
come on.
teleport in
Come
my
on.
characters. Believe me.
We try
You
to
don't-
keep
you
it
don't get
snappy
the-
for the people at home. They like that.
You don't get that till level 3 or 4.
Well, I said he can do anything he wants.
Standing up is action 1. Does that provoke?
No.
Okay. Action 2. I'm going to
With what?
Wap
You
on
need
one.
you have to.
my short
Okay.
sword. Short
You have to
sword.
pick it up.
You have to
That's
pick it
action
up.
2 to pick it up.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay. So action 2 is picking up the short sword.
Okay.
All right. Action 3.
Roddy, go away.
Could you remove that big skull thing?
And there's action 3. We're done.
Wow.
Moving on.
No, because that
Moving on,
creature's there,
moving
man.
on.
That creature is
Wow.
there. That's
Smart.
part of the terrain now.
Okay. Wow.
Nix Nox is hiding behind the dead zombie brute.
Ooh, you're really right in the front lines. There.
I think everybody needs more healing, so let's just do
Yeah.
that.
Yes.
Second, second verse, same as the first. D8 for everyone.
It's so not enough for me, but that's
2.
okay.
That's all right.
2 works.
Uh,
2
yeah,
works.
hero point
Really? I'm impressed. Okay.
for 2.
Yeah,
He's got
that's
2.
okay.
He's got
Use
2.
a hero point. Let's
He's
see
got
what you
2.
got.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Well, what is that good? Is that good or
Flashback.
bad? Against
That's an
Very
8.
good, very
That's
good.
an 8.
All right, there we
That's
go.
an
That was a hero point well spent then.
Bad news. The
Yeah.
zombie brute rolls a 28, which I think is a critical success, so it takes no damage whatsoever. That guy is
Wow.
dynamite. He is
Damn it.
no damage. He's resisted every heal so far, and now he critically successes and gets nothing.
He's taking like 20 something
I'm
points.
happy just for the healing though. Like you guys are
Absolutely.
It's
Yeah, that
enormous.
was
Vanilla
clutch.
is
Enormous.
up. One zombie brood left.
All right, I'm going to move up and tuck myself into where
Oh boy.
Mr. Peepers was.
Let's see this
Yeah.
shillelagh.
Takes a man to take that position. Well, good luck
Well,
there.
She's a woman, so just telling you.
Manly.
It's a
Well,
female
no,
character.
I mean,
Do you want to use the one action heal and heal him and do damage that way?
Besides, I think I only have 2 level 1 spells.
No, you
and I
get
think I
3.
burned
Everyone gets
those.
3.
Ah, yeah.
Oh, I get 3.
Everyone
Okay,
gets
sorry.
3.
So I do have 1 more.
Let me look up shillelagh because it seems insane.
It is basically a free potency crystal for 10 rounds.
Yes. Shalaglaha.
It's like a more focused magic weapon, because it only can be on staves and stuff. But you get the
And
extra
it's
benefit
only
against
self
undead.
as well. You can't give it
Yeah.
to anyone else either.
Yeah, magic weapon, magic thing you can use on other people exactly. So it's really really good, but it is extra limited.
And you are also a hide armor person having to go wade into melee to use it.
Honestly, in Pathfinder 2, that's not as big of a deal. But like, I mean, you can
What does the
build a
extra
melee
planer
druid.
do, though? It gives you another die of damage or something?
Well, that's just the catch-all for and
Oh, it might be used against extra planers. Like, because it has to have value at level 1 against, like, level 15.
no, as long as you are on your home plane, attacks you make with the target against aberrations, extraplanar creatures, and undead increase the number of weapon
Holy
damage dice.
moly.
oh,
Oh my god.
Oh,
okay,
if
I
I
put
hit, I
it
get
in.
3
This
damage
might
dice.
get crazy because
Wow.
if you crit, that's 6d8 points of damage.
Nice! That's what we're talking
come
about.
on. Let's see a crit.
Shalaglaha.
This is the time. Noah, come on, do it. Do it, baby.
Or even a hit. Like, we almost got this. We almost.
Yeah, what do you mean?
They
we-
mostly come out at night.
Thorgrim.
Mostly.
Okay, you roll a 14 for a
Oh,
19, you hit, and do 3d8 plus 1 bludgeoning for 13 points of damage. It's still standing. Do another attack.
No, I'm thinking about doing a hit and run and getting out of there, and then coming back in next round.
Mm,
And
I
I'll
like
do-
that. I like the thoughts. But
I don't know. You got 1 out of 3. You got 1 out of 3.
All right, I'm
Thorgrim
gonna
might be
do, I'm
cowardly.
gonna
You
do
never
another
know.
attack. What the heck?
There you go.
Yeah.
Jason, do it! Do it, Jason!
Absolutely.
Roll
Nice.
16.
That's a
Nice.
chunky.
15
That's a
points
chunky
of
hit.
damage.
Nice.
That's-
Noah doing it for the troops.
Thorgrim's up.
28 between the 2 hits. That's not bad.
That's really good.
Oh my
That's
God.
really good.
So one thing, by the way, you actually could have done a heal, even though it's touch. The rules are different now. Unless it says otherwise, touch spells automatically work against enemies, believe it or not. So, unless
so
it
like
says
no
in the
hit or
spell,
anything.
it's going to say whether or not, otherwise it's done automatically. Touch spells are very easy to deliver now. Thorgrim is up.
All right. So Thorgrim is contemplating his life choices. Thorgrim is not a coward.
But he plays one on TV.
Thorgrim is
Oh my
That's
God.
open to debate.
That's a hard sell. But okay.
Thorgrim.
We'll go with that for now.
Stabru is a combatant. Thorgrim right now has a broken shield in one hand and no weapon in the other. 0 weapon. He doesn't care. He does not care. For one action, draws battle axe. Second action, engage.
Move.
Third action, attack.
Now we're
Thorgrim
engaged.
literally
Now
jumps over
we're
and on
engaged.
top of the dead zombie brute and is attacking from the zombie brute onto the other zombie brute. That's how powerful
Yeah.
he feels. He feels
It's uneven terrain.
That's how.
What is this,
what he's
Warhammer
doing.
40k?
good.
That looks good.
You
Attacking
have
with
so
battle
many
axe.
weapons. You've gone through.
I know. But battle axe, I threw my credit. Is long
Trident's
gone. I
gone.
don't know where that is.
Like
Yeah.
Javelin's gone. Now he's got the battle. He's got
Javelins are
he's got
gone.
an axe. Sorry, go battle axe. Let's see what you do.
10.
Yes.
Not bad. Oh,
Nice.
no! Come on! Oh, come on!
Well, you rolled an 18
Oh,
or 20.
Oh, me
You did 10 points of damage.
I quit. I'm done.
Oh, I
I'm
quit.
not playing
Rage
anymore.
An
quit.
extra 10 because
Rage
it's slashing.
quit.
So
That's-
you cut it open, it collapses, and
That's
it
so good.
dies.
that's-
Oh my
Yeah.
god!
I
Nice.
liked it. This is
Oh
actually this
Oh
is
my
a classic.
God.
What are you guys complaining about? This is a classic scene from a movie. It is when the character digs deep, finds his courage, and then kills the monster. Like that. Like you see that like in the end of every
It's
movie.
all, Seth, it's all great, except that with me.
I question whether he truly found his courage.
Yeah, I
I did question
really
that, too.
question that.
No, that was tactical retreat into a suicidal charge, which turned out to be a victory.
Oh,
There's
my
much honor in
God.
this. Yes.
Oh my god! I can't believe he got
Woo.
the kill. I can't believe that.
Oh, dude, get.
Oh my
It's
God.
gonna be every day. It's gonna be every day.
All right, I'm Mr. Peepers is rolling a fortitude save to stop from vomiting from what he saw.
How dare you? I saved your life. I saved all your lives. Enjoy this. Enjoy the
All right, well,
moment.
while they're all doing that, I approach the statuary and I investigate it with my expertise to determine the nature of this ancient evil that we've
Cool.
discovered.
What expertise? There's
And
a
find
Thorgrim
out
will
what
start
we
praying.
can
there's
for
lots
the society.
of expertise you can use. Which expertise do you wish to use?
Well, yeah, I question this expertise.
I'll go for a cult.
Yeah.
This looks pretty occult.
What's your plus? What's your plus for that?
Both Arcana and occult are both 5, so it's dealer's
Oh my
choice. I'm gonna
God,
say
5.
occult.
Hold on, Mr. Peepers, +7, walking in.
Nick
You're too busy
Knox
arguing.
goes up.
You're right. You're right. In
I'm the
fact,
one doing. I'm the one doing.
You're
it
right,
now.
you're
Nick
right.
Knox goes
You're
up and looks
totally
at this
right.
very large, horrific, deep sea fish with 4 grasping tentacles, and it looks like it's a really beautiful quality statue. He just thinks it's a cool statue. It's like, yeah, it's just like a demon tentacle monster thing. That's all.
All right, I'll commence to attempt to read its aura, even though it might break my
that?
mind.
What's that going to be? Which knowledge? Oh, aura. You're going to use the aura thing. Oh, okay.
No, my
You're actually
my
gonna
magic
use
read
wow,
aura skill.
Okay, not a scroll. Your cantrip. You mean?
Yeah, my cantrip to read its
Okay.
magical auras, even though
You
they might drive
read
me
its
insane.
magical aura, and sure enough, it is pure death and darkness. And in fact, it just overpowers your mind, and you see sights that you should not have seen.
And gain 1d6 insanity points.
So it's you
Can't
couldn't
say.
see like Chris getting the kill.
Yes,
right,
everyone got
yeah.
1d6 insanity
Uh,
for seeing Chris get the kill. Nixnox peering into a dark demon's undead mind only does 1d3.
Yeah, pretty much. That's about right. That's about right. That checks out.
Look, I'm thinking I'm in this.
Okay, so
I mean, right? I mean, right?
I'm actually
right?
really
I mean,
impressed.
come
You guys
on.
did a great job. Those zombies, the plague zombie had 50 hit points, and the zombie brutes had 70 hit points each. Yeah.
Well, their weakness was they pushed us back, which is great for us. It actually really is good for us. Pushing
Yeah.
us back makes us like have like room to like maneuver.
And when
I
you
like
mean us, you mean you is what it means.
Well, I mean, I killed one
Come
of
on,
the
me
big
too.
ones, and I killed one of the
What?
small.
What?
I mean, my trident. I'm pulling my trident. Like Thorgrim pulls the trident
jeez.
out of the eye of the big beast, and then also like wipes the blood off his battle axe of the other beast. I was like, yeah, I
It
did.
also it also seemed like maybe there was an opportunity to kite them because they didn't move really fast. So it seemed like maybe
Yes,
go in,
the
get a
kiting
hit,
was
go
definitely.
in,
That's why I
get a hit, and
retreated,
get
yes.
out. I
Yeah,
mean,
most
yes,
zombies
yes, definitely.
in Pathfinder 2nd only get 2 actions. They're slowed. That's pretty common, by the way. So, not to metagame it, but it's kind of a common thing.
You're,
Twitter, these guys are. They
Oh.
can't believe I got a kill. I, you know what? If you guys listen to me and my tactics,
Oh
like
my
Thorgrim
god. Oh,
will lead you.
God.
how do I mute this really quick? How do I?
Oh,
Just need to
It'll
turn the
not lead
volume
you
down.
astray. You'll lead you to victory.
We've
and
heard
glorious
it for
victory.
3 or 4
Black
decades
Left.
of this. We've heard this for this
oh my
since
god.
the 90s.
Attack submitted.
And-
Attack
Oh.
submitted. Mr. Peepers.
You can't-
Thorgrim is flat-footed. Thorgrim is flat-footed right now. He's not in
Shield
combat. He's not in combat.
Shield right.
I get that D6 plus damage. Oh, jeez.
You keep missing him. You try.
does Stocks have a weapon out to
Uh,
provide flanking?
I just realized if I right click, there's a little mute box. I can just check that. That's perfect.
Yeah.
You can. You don't ever want to do that. You never.
So
wanna do
so
that.
while they're all arguing, I actually have a writing set, and I actually take notes for the society on all of this crap, and start investigating.
I
around,
love
start
Nick
searching
Stocks more
around.
than I've ever loved him before. I loved him more.
Yeah.
Is this this little chest down here? Is that actually anything, or is that just decorative?
Oh no, there's stuff in there.
Yeah, let's loot.
Ooh.
Like I start searching. I start searching and seeking.
I'll cover with I'll cover the area here because we still have not found our thieves.
All right. Okay, so
I think they left. I think that was
Mr. Peepers
Like
is searching.
metagaming. I think what happened was they showed up, and then Steve looked at the time and was like, "Maybe I don't want to have this fight." That's what I think happened.
Oh wow, that's really metagame. That's way out of
Or
line.
they're
That's like
gonna jump us on the way
That's
back.
like super metagame, but
We're
I
still
think
not done.
all right,
Hmm.
Mr. Peepers is searching.
Well, I've recovered my trident, and I'm
I can
checking
stay
out my
up.
shield. And if I have time, I'm gonna actually use my action to repair shield. I'm actually gonna do that, and actually
my
I'm
jeez.
gonna heal myself too.
Too many people
Yeah,
are
I'll do
talking.
that
Let's
first.
let's do the old-fashioned going around. Thorgrim, you picked it up and you're going to be repairing. You look up repairing. Millicent, what are you doing?
Well, no. Actually, I'm gonna heal myself.
Too late.
Well, you need to. You already
No.
spent,
Yeah.
so you're going to wait 9 minutes before you can do it
Oh
again.
yes. You're right. Right, I'll do that first. Yeah.
Millicent is going to spend the next 10 minutes just sort of patrolling around the area using search to see what there might be that we're missing around this giant nasty statue.
Do you have what abilities do you have?
I have a perception of +7.
Wow.
Oh, you are awesome.
Okay. Millicent looks around. She can tell that this is definitely some. This looks to her, just from all of her years in the Force, this is like a dark demon temple that has been unearthed. This obviously was somehow hidden for decades, if not millennia. And the only reason we even found it is because that wall collapsed.
Mm-hmm.
As for what's going on, there's that fresco. on the floor, which you still never figured out what that was. Someone might want to examine that. And you're pretty sure that Nix Knox has no idea what he's doing in terms of figuring this out.
Yeah, I actually like when I see how good, how thorough, and how competent a job Millicent is doing of noticing detail. I want to just hang out with Millicent and let her draw my attention to things and then I apply my knowledge expertise to whatever it is that she's discovered, because my perception is garbage. So like you point it out and I can try and figure out what it is.
Okay.
And Peeper should be in on this also, Mr.
Yeah,
Plus
yeah.
7.
I'm searching. Steve, do you see the 15
Yes.
feet that I'm going? I'm searching for these areas, and I will apply my knowledge of religion to the fresco on the floor.
Mr. Peepers
Applicable.
looks at the fresco, and he recognizes that this is a mural. It's a depiction of Erodin rising the Starstone and the Isle of Kortos from the depths of the ocean. That is what this is, now that you sort of look at it, because it's kind of hard for you to figure out from the angle, but now you spent some time. However, there's something off about it. You're not sure what, but there's something kind of off about this mural. But that's what this definitely is.
Okay, so Mr. Peepers explains that to the rest of the group, and he repeats himself, so Thorgrim actually can keep pace with everybody.
Trying to keep pace.
And I'll see if that, and I'll
Right.
I'll see if that mural has an aura, and if it has an aura, I read it.
You don't see any auras on the floor, but this whole place...
It's got bad aura.
Nella, what are you doing? You actually were looking...
I was gonna check. Yeah, I was gonna check these like little crates and stuff on the side of the room.
Okay, you found a pendant like in the corner on the floor, and behind a statue are scattered offerings. Most of them are just destroyed and been like over time in just the water, but it looks like one of them got stuck in a crevice, and it's a potion of some sort, and there is a silver bowl decorated with a sea motif as well.
Okay. Try to see if I have any of the skills that would let me identify. I mean, I'm gonna put them in a little, I'll put them in a little pile and do a detect magic or whatever, and see if I can figure out if any of them are magic. If I
Sure, you can do the
Vanessa. I can do the Vanessa. And...
You can do the Vanessa. It's actually to do the Celeste. It's the Celeste. So you do the Celeste, and the pendant is magic, and the potion obviously is magic. So.
Okay, but I don't really have crafting or arcane or anything that would let me.
You can use anything for detect magic.
Oh, can I use nature then?
I mean, you can use anything. It's kind of ridiculous now.
Or do you roll?
You essentially just use the main skill associated with your tradition. So.
Yeah, I roll, not you.
Oh,
so
sorry.
What's your nature?
Nature's
plus 7. So you're going to spend 10 minutes. Which do you want to do?
Let's start with the pendant.
Okay.
While he spends that 10 minutes, I drink my potion of healing.
Okay, you drink your potion. Give me 1d8. And let me cross that off your sheet.
Oh, please give me a 1. Chris, please. Oh.
God damn, mother. That's almost a 1.
Everyone gets a hero point for killing those things, by the way.
Oh, no.
Jason has 3 hero points. Seth has 2. Chris has 3. Vanessa has 3.
Can I use a hero
John
point
has 1.
to have? Can I use a hero point to re-roll Thorgrim's roll of 3?
Yeah.
No,
I want him to get a 1. I want him to get a 1.
No, it doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. Now, Chris, can you use one of his?
I love how you want to use the hero point to try to make his roll worse, though.
I do. So I'll take 1 out of 8. I've rolled it many times myself.
Can I use 3 hero points to give?
You can use one of his hero points if he wants to reroll that.
No.
It might take 3, but yes.
No.
Anyhow, after 10 minutes, and we'll still go through everyone else, Nella knows that this amulet is hollow in the shape of a form of an unblinking eye. And this is the pendant of the occult. You know that if you wear this, you get a +1 item bonus to occultism checks. You could also cast Guidance cantrip as well as an occult innate spell.
That's not too
Interesting.
shabby. I like it.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, this thing is quite cool. It's like you wear it, and it's like really powerful. This is like a really high level item, actually. So nice.
So how many bundles is that worth? I wonder.
Yeah.
Traditionally, the way it works is per item is one bundle. So
But if that
this
item's above
is-
your item level, you can't get it. I think.
If
but
you,
it
no,
can-
now you can, because if it's on your sheet, then you'll be able to buy it later. So for
Later.
now, you can wear it, and then you'll still get a +1 to your occultism if you use it. Because you found 3 items, it's 3 treasure bundles. So just FYI, that's traditionally how it works. It doesn't matter. Like maybe if you found like 50 gold pieces, maybe that would be 2 treasure bundles. But usually it's like 2 items, 2, 3 items, 3. It's always 2 to 3. Pretty standard. Anyhow, let's go back to who did I skip? Mr. Peepers, what are you doing?
Mr. Peepers is suggesting to the group that we return to the theater troupe and say, let's convey the degree of danger that they are facing in performing over this freaking Temple of Dagon. Like this is nasty stuff. So, what do you guys say to?
That's honorable, but that is
There's,
unacceptable.
Yeah, there's a couple other hallways and things in here we haven't
Yes.
explored. I think we
Yeah,
should
yeah.
explore this place
All
fully
evil
first.
must be
I
wiped
agree. We gotta-
clean.
All right.
You got to do a thorough investigation.
The evil
I also
must be
wonder,
wiped
like,
clean.
I also wonder exactly how dangerous this is. Like, it might be, like, it might not be an active danger. It might be like the latent danger. You know, like we don't want to leave it around for 50 years, but something's not going to happen tomorrow.
I want to take a 10-minute rest and pray so I can get my lay on hands back.
Well, you were taking 10 minutes anyhow because it took Nella 10 minutes
Right.
to identify that.
Okay, yeah.
So you can get your lay on hands back, and then you can do another one now. If you want.
Excellent.
It's up to you.
No, I will do another one now, and then I'd like another 10 minutes.
Okay. So you heal yourself for 6.
And I want to pray more.
Okay, you
These
spend
people
another
do
10
not
minutes.
like the way I pronounce Iomidi.
How
Yes, I
do you want? How does the rest of you want to spend your 10 minutes? I guess Nella could spend another 10 minutes identifying.
Yeah, I'll take a 10 on the potion while that's happening.
Do you need a alchemy to do a potion, or you can do anything? I think.
Because it's magical, I think it's like a detect magic.
Yeah, I think it's just detect magic, and you're using your nature. You believe that this is a potion of water breathing.
Oh, nice.
Millicent's going to spend her next 10 minutes searching that big room that they first started in, just sort of looking around, keeping notes, checking down the hallways, making sure there's nothing creepy in there.
If she'll have me with her, I'll stick with that plan of just kind of
Yeah.
tagging along and doing like tag team. What's that thing? Oh, that might be this, and then we take notes on it.
So she'll be doing a search, which means her weapons are put away, but she's fully alert.
Peepers is on that too.
The power of a mortal god supersedes all of this.
You actually manage to look around, and sure enough, you didn't really see it before, but on the ground, faded, is a huge relief of Dagon.
Ooh, freaky.
A bas
A
relief.
bas relief! Oh yes, a bas relief!
Spell that out in
Bah.
spell that out in D20 Pro. I want to see what that
It's
looks like.
BAS. It's BAS. You see it. You see it in
a
all.
boss reef.
It-
Okay.
yeah. Anything that Gary Gygax's ever written, it involves bas relief. BAS. Bas
Really?
relief. Everything he wrote. And there's always a
So-
bas relief.
The elemental temple.
Oh
of
my god!
elemental evil.
Covered it.
Many
covered-
times of boss relief. Okay.
Absolutely.
Dude, that relief is boss.
Oh,
I mean,
that-
people should know what that is, but like, some people don't know what that is. So
Well,
it's always a
I don't
learning
know what-
process.
I don't know.
I tell you, when I was
don't know
when I was
what that is.
when I was 11, I had no idea what that is. And when it comes, it's like
Yeah.
bass relief. It's a relief. It's fish.
Alright.
What the hell?
Do you know what a fluted pilaster is?
Oh,
It's
jeez.
not a pillar; it's a pilaster, and it's fluted. Like that's a thing. Corinthian, Dorian, Ambic, right? You
Yeah.
know that, right?
Yeah, that's a thing.
I mean, I
let me tell
left
you.
Rome.
You talk about Temple of Elemental Evil, and half of those things that he describes are made
I
up.
know, but they're all
shit.
from real life.
Like,
they're all from
ah.
real life. Like bas relief, fresco. These are all real words.
Yeah. Some of us are. Well, all right.
Iambic, Doric, Corinthian. Those are
Oh,
real
please,
words.
come on. All right, so Mr. Peepers
even
is
said it, people
following
wrong.
along, and we are going to Greyhawk this area. We are Greyhawking this area. Let's start with the
That is the term I love.
northeast
Greyhawk the
side.
room.
Let's northeast side.
Hello.
We're going to go. All right. Pew! Mr. Peepers is there. On Johnny on the spot.
Oh
He
boy.
does not give an F, but I'm with
Are
him.
we all
Yeah.
I'm with
spreading
you.
out so that we can
No,
encounter
we-
these things by ourselves?
Wait for me.
No.
We're going to bleed.
Try to
We're
keep
gonna
up.
do
Try to keep up. Like Mr. Peepers.
Oh
it's
wow,
like-
there's a lot
yeah.
more here.
Yeah, it's the game. It's try to keep up with Mr. Peepers. He's going to be leading the charge here. Because
This is true.
these Dagon temples, every time Mr. Peepers comes onto these Dagon temples, they're the same thing. It's the same.
Mr. Peepers
thing
might have some history with
over and over with this.
this. You know, Mr.
like-
Peepers, I defer. Like, do you have information on these Dagon temples?
Oh yeah, like okay, so like these rooms, these are like wells. Okay, so all right, we're gonna wait for gonna wait for the DM to describe it, but there's these wells that
Yeah, I see that. I
constantly
agree.
with the Dagon temples, always with the wells.
No, keep going. You're right.
Yeah.
John has got
Yeah.
everything right. You keep going. Mr. Peepers. It's going to be Mr. T. Peepers, tour guide of Dagon temples. You take
so
it away.
If you look to the right, you will see yourself. You'll see a well. There's 6 wells in this temple complex. If you look over to the right, we're going to go to the south. The south will see numerous wells that will praise the exaltation of Dagon. Dagon being the Lovecraftian god of well, we don't know quite yet.
It's horribly
but
bad.
Yeah, it's a really bad thing. So
Like all of that's bad. All right.
Yeah.
Oh, we found a new corridor. Where is Nick's Knox? Where's Nick's Knox?
Nick
Yeah,
Sox is
where's like I was looking at just this one little statue. Is there anything interesting there?
It's a baby statue of Dagon.
Yeah.
It's
Okay, good.
yeah. like-
typical
yeah,
of
I mean,
a
yeah,
Dagon
yeah.
temple. Typical of a Dagon
Yep.
temple. If you pay
Oh
attention,
no, like
if you
Mr.
paid
Mr.
attention
Peepers
to the
seems to know about
introduction-
this.
Yeah,
Mr.
we-
Peepers
Mr.
seems to
Peepers-
know.
We covered this.
a lot.
We covered this in the introduction of Dagon temples. They have lots of baby statues of Dagon. The rooms in which they are centered around don't have any treasure. So
True. Well, that's not really our goal. Like the goal is to get rid of evil, as far as I'm concerned.
well, okay. While you're doing that, we'll be searching for treasure, and I think Millicent is on the case. Yeah, she's got a good.
You
Did we
guys are
bring
going
the
through-
bricks of C4 to detonate the temple?
Yeah.
I know, seriously.
Ah.
You were looking everywhere. This area, like all these corridors, they are swept clean. And in fact,
Right.
the only reason you were able to find even some treasure was that it was stuck in what looked like a sacrifice area and it sort of got wedged. Because this area gets swept by water and floods every day. There's nothing here.
I see.
Wait, what was the sacrifice
Well,
area that got
see-
like, wedged? Because maybe there's a secret door there.
Yeah. Well, so Mr.
It was
Peepers.
back at the very back of the large statue to Dagon, way in the
Yes,
north.
let's check that large statue. I think there's a secret door there. I'm
Okay,
gonna
so
check it.
Mr. Peepers explains to Thorgrim, who did
No,
not
he searched
pay
there.
any attention. This is typical of a Dagon temple. All right, it's you're gonna have your rooms, your side rooms, but when the tide comes in, it cleans out all the stuff out.
I found another well.
I don't know about that.
There's more hallways.
I can disagree.
Stop. Everyone stop.
Oh my god, finally!
Oh,
Finally!
nice!
Everyone stop.
Who got in trouble? Who got in trouble for going too far?
They may hope.
Oh, Mr. Peepers is way out on the fringe.
Nella is at the
Oh,
boat.
nice! I like to hear
That
that
was-
name.
Nella's waiting at the boat. And
Nella's a
Thorgrim-
person of nature. She finds all this kind of unnatural and weird and doesn't want to be around it.
Oh my god, it's absolutely unnatural and weird.
Come on, Ella. Be natural.
Are you ready? Are you ready?
Sure.
Millicent, as she's walking through, she sees a small corridor to the west. That corridor actually leads to a wall that appears to be crumbling with some bricks, and she hears scratching from behind the bricks.
You've been listening to Roll for Combat, Tales from the Black Lodge. If you have a question or comment for the show, please visit us at rollforcombat.com. You can also find us and play various games on our Discord channel at discord.rollforcombat.com. You've been listening to Roll for Combat. Until next week, always remember to use the head of Vecna.